Okay, we here with filmmaker, actor, director, producer, DZIFA MALLET. Uh, we glad for you to join us here on Indie Lens. I'm here with my co-host Yanni, and we just gonna get to it.
Sir, thank you for having me.
All right. Well, thank you for being here with us today, Mr. Jifa. I must say, I recently watched your film, "The Remedy of a Heartbreak." Am I saying that right?
The remedy
The
for a
Remedy
broken
for
heart.
a Broken Heart. I'm sorry. Okay, I got so many films in my head, but yeah, I personally, I really enjoyed that film just because it was something different that you don't really see that's out on, especially on Tubi. Um, it made me a little bit emotional. I was telling Daryl that I was like, yeah, I might have to cut it off a little bit. But speaking of you, of you wearing, you're a writer, you're a director, a producer, you do all these things, and an actor. What will be your favorite thing out of all to do as being a creator? What's your favorite part of being a creator?
Ooh, dang, that's tough. Acting for sure because it's fun. Like I get to kind of be myself in like a different way. You know what I'm saying? I get to express myself in like a different way and challenge myself and also bounce back off of other people in their art form as well. And like just feeding off of different people's energy. So I'll say acting, that's where I started, acting. That's number one for me. I love it. I enjoy it. I don't really care about pay or anything. I just enjoy doing it. And I also enjoy improving and getting better with each project. So and also meeting people, that's kind of cool too.
It is.
Okay, so what inspired you to go from acting to doing your own? I mean, I think Yanni, when she was watching it, she was like, "Hey, do you know if this is a true story or like what is this?" And I said, "It's a perfect question to ask him." You know what I mean? Like doing the interview. So I mean, you can kind of touch on that, like how you come out with a remedy to my broken heart, and what's your creative process? Give us a little bit.
All right, so for the first part, so I made a short film that this film was based off of called The Giver in 2022. I made that film on accident. I had a director that I was gonna work with who was also a writer, and I asked her, "Hey, I had this film idea. Can you write it and direct it for me?" I don't know nothing about directing and writing, so I hit her up. She gave me a price. I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna save up so I can hit that number, and pay her so I could just get the project done." And then as I was saving, I was like, dang, it's gonna take a long time to get to this number. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just write it and direct it myself. I'm just trying. I don't even care. So I wrote it, you know what I'm saying? I wrote it, went through 3 drafts, got to where I wanted it to be, and then I just directed it. I got that short film. I got it's out on YouTube, and I like from the reception, everybody was like part two, and it was 23 minutes because people wanted to know about the mom. The mom wasn't in the film. The father wasn't in the film. And I was just like, dang, I don't know what to do. I don't want to make a part two. Okay, let me just make it all over. And because I had got some good constructive feedback, from some people, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna improve. And then the remedy for a broken heart came. I was like, you know what? Let me develop a full story for this character because in the last film he was a little too perfect. So I was like, I wanted to have like a little bit of an arc for a couple of characters in the film. So I did that, and yeah, I just wanted to make a film about redemption, love, and regret. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's not really about what's out on Tubi, but I wanted to make something relatable to people. People can relate to. We see like most of the Tubi films. Oh, okay, cool. But I want to make something heartfelt and also a little bit entertaining at the same time. And we can have conflict, but we can overcome that conflict as black people. It doesn't always have to be shoot 'em up, bang bang, everybody getting killed, everybody in a warehouse. That's in every single Tubi movie. You're in a warehouse getting beat up, and some black woman getting attacked or assaulted. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, golly, we could do better than that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I love black women. I was raised by black women, so I'm gonna highlight black women when I get a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just want to make something, a little more on the positive side and entertaining.
What we seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as far as my creative process, it'd be real quick. I listen to a lot of music, so while I'm driving, I'll come up with a scene or an idea for a character, and I'll just like, I know it's not safe, but I'll just type it in my notes real quick. And I also have this notepad in my bag. So if I'm shooting around, if I'm at the gym, like before I start playing or anything, like I'm listening to music, and then I'll just run over to my bag and I'll write in my my notepad. Like if I come up with an idea, I'm already working on my next film and my series that I'm about to do. So yeah, music for sure. Music, just listening to music. I just come up with stuff listening to music.
Okay, so how did you cast for Remy to My Broken Heart? Like, did you use actors' assets? Did you just post a casting call? Like, what was your process to actually casting? You know, I mean, did you have an AD? Or, I mean, give a little bit of that.
Yeah. So what happened? So one of the characters I used from my other short film, that one of the main characters, I had her reprise her role in my film. I did use backstage for the character that played my love interest in the film. And then Facebook for like a lot of extras, and then just asking around word of mouth, like from some actors I work with, hey, do you know an actor that could play this role, and stuff like that. So it was just kind of word of mouth for that. Trying to think what else. Yeah, that was pretty much it as far as that. But I learned a lot. I did have kind of an AD, kind of. It wasn't really like a real AD. It was just somebody just helping me. But yeah, she helped me out.
If you the director and they assisted you, they was the AD. So we're gonna give them their credit. So my thing is with that is you talked about a writer and maybe somebody directing and you having to save up for it. During the process of filming, something I personally can, I guess, attest to. How much of a financial strain would you say it was?
It was an extreme financial strain because I went way over budget. And this is my first time making a feature film. Like, I don't know nothing about this film stuff. And people's schedules and miscommunications and locations changing up on me last minute. Like, I went way over budget on this film. But I was like, you know what? I got to get this film done. You know, I had a lot of family members in this film that had some cameos playing small roles, and I was like, nah, I gotta get this. I almost gave up on this film 4 different times. It was so difficult, but I was like, man, I'm a risk taker. I'm a big risk taker. So I'm just like, hey, if I gotta go broke or if I'm gonna fail, whatever it is, I'm gonna fail going 100 miles. I'm not finna halfway do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go 100 miles, and you know, if I make it, I make it. But if I don't, I don't. At least I'll know that I went, you know, giving my all trying to do it. Because I do not want to live with regret at all. I'm not living with that. It's one of the worst feelings, if not the worst feeling, you know. So, yeah.
I guess, I don't know, my thought that I was going to ask you is, who plays your mom in that scene?
Her name is Missy Lee. She go by Missy Lee on social media.
Yeah.
I found her on Facebook. We just had put out a post in one of the Facebook groups, and she reached out and we just like, hey, she perfect for the role.
Yeah, we're a fan of her over here. And Brittany Seals, that's the love interest.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She played in my.
All right, so you talking about the TV series and I guess another feature film. So how do you expect it to go compared to having not being a baby no more? You know what I mean? The filmmaking for a feature. You know what I mean? You learn a lot.
Yeah, so I expect to save a lot more money. I expect to allow people to help me. I expect to have more people on set, you know what I'm saying? Like, not having one person doing 7 different things, you know, just having, you know, just having more support and having more people that specialize in certain areas instead of having people, well, you know, I have a little bit of experience in this, but I'm better at these things. So it's just having more people that know what they're doing, I would say. That kind of helps out and takes a headache away from me. Yeah, and just knowing who to work with and who you can and who you can't work with no more.
Right.
you learn very
Yeah.
quick. It's like, oh, as soon as we done filming,
I
Never
never
again.
never work with these people ever.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, some people, they ain't gonna see me no more.
Understandable.
Y'all got y'all money. Y'all got y'all money. Good job, but that's it.
Right. You live and you learn.
It's so crazy because I've seen you. I'm not sure if you even remember me or whatever, but I've seen you around on sets on Daryl's set, and I was like, damn. I said, he's so quiet. And I didn't get to see anything that you filmed with Perfidious because I wasn't filming at the same time. So I no, I didn't. But when I watched your movies and I see you, I know some of your work from House Arrest and stuff like that. So when I actually seen what you put out with your this recent movie, I was like, that the quiet one. I said, we do all this. I was just like amazed, and it's just crazy to me, like how you just never know like what's inside of somebody. Like, so I guess my question would be is, as an actor, how do you get in, like once you get a script in your hand, whether it's your script or someone else's that you're just playing a character, how do you prepare from acting, like getting that role to like getting the script? How do you get in that mode to become that character? And what's your process throughout, even from getting the script to the end of your last day of filming?
Yeah. So as far as like getting the script and becoming a character, what I do is like I'll read the script, I'll read the words from the character, and I will try and figure out what's going on with this character, try and figure out what emotions they have, what ailments they have, like what's going on with them, kind of building like a backstory a little bit. And this is something I've learned like recently, and just really not focusing on learning the lines. It's not about the lines. I can learn lines easy. I'm more worried about like, okay, let me make sure I'm feeling what I'm supposed to be feeling in this scene, in this moment. I can learn lines like 5-10 minutes before we shoot, but if I don't have that emotion, I'm not gonna get it. So for sure, just figuring out who my character is and building that backstory for sure for him. And it's also having a few conversations with the director to make sure I'm going in the right direction and seeing, okay, how much leeway do I have with where I'm going? You know what I'm saying? So I can really like take off and give them something that they might have not even thought about, And most of the time it usually works out. But just building that backstory and trying to figure out who my character is first before learning the lines.
Okay.
That's the easy part. Learning lines is easy. For me, it's easy.
So speaking of lines and taking a director's directive, how would you say that play a part in you directing and acting? Like, or you think you're maybe a better director because you act, or vice versa? You know what I mean? Like, or you a better actor because you direct, or you feel where I'm going? Like, how do each one aid each other?
I think it kind of goes from like watching other directors and like being on set with other directors and watching how they do things, and it's like I'm picking up some gems and I'm like, okay, cool, I like how they explain that. I like how they talk to the actors. I like how they got them into their into different modes and help build the scenery for them, and also like just learning from mistakes. I've been on a lot of sets where I'm like, that's an interesting way to do things. You know what I'm saying? That's something I wouldn't do.
Right.
But as far as like, I think I became a better, like for sure, a better director, because if I'm asking for something from somebody else, I better make sure I'm giving, the same thing like that I'm asking for, So I think it goes hand in hand, but I for sure feel like I became a better like director for sure.
Well, I'm interested in this part right here. Okay, so you're in the scene, right, and you're directing. So let's say maybe your co-worker or the actress or even the love interest, anybody not giving you what you want as a director, but you're also on the set acting. So you just stop in the middle of it and be like, hold or cut, or you know what I mean, like, and you start directing. Like, how do you go about being on the set? You're performing, and you also have to pay attention to the person that's on the set performing, because is actually going to project your vision. You feel what I mean? So how do that
Yeah.
work?
So luckily, I didn't really have to deal with that too much. Honestly, we ran through the lines before we got to the scene, and I made sure I made those adjustments before we got on camera. And then of course we have a few flubs on camera where they like miss a line or they're missing emotion or they won't do the same thing they did. It's just talking to them. It's just like, hey, just give me that same thing you gave me when we were running lines. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure, making sure that you let them know that, hey, we on the same level. Like, I don't want you to think I'm bigger than you or I'm belittling you. I want you to be happy with your work and what you see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here with you. Let's get through this. Whatever time you need, we don't have to rush anything. Like, I'm here with you. Like, we're a team. Let's make this work. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to them and just,
Yeah, I mean,
just encouraging them.
it also helps when you got a actress like Brittany Seals. Like, she kind of like so talented. So I recently worked with her. So I mean, I guess when you're dealing with somebody that, for me, she's very professional, very talented. So I mean, I guess the more talented, the less you have to direct or kind of stop or whatever. But yeah, just give us right now, maybe give us how you started, give us your body of work. Also tell us where we can I'll mention, she just watched Tubi, you know what I mean, so we know you on that, but mention any platform. I think I seen it on Tubi first, and then when I watched it with my sister, I think I watched it on Amazon. So like, give me all the platforms that you on and where people can find the movie, you know what I mean, and people who might see this podcast and haven't even heard about it, give us a little bit of synopsis, you know what I'm saying, about the movie. Just kind of give us some promotion.
Okay. That was a whole lot. Let's see where to start. Yeah, all right, let's see what I can work with. Okay, my film, hey everybody, my name is DZIFA MALLET. I'm an actor, writer, director, filmmaker, representing Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. I have my first feature film now streaming on Tubi, Amazon Prime, Google Play, YouTube Movies, and Fawsome. It's called Fawsome. It's awesome, but with an F in the front. I just recently found that. You can check it out on Tubi for free, Amazon Prime, and Google Play, and what's the other one? YouTube Movies for rent if you want to support like that. Fawsome is free. The film is about, without giving it away, it's the log line is, you never know how much somebody with nothing might have to give.
Right.
That's the best way I could put that without giving it. You can follow me on social media on Instagram at Gido81, Gido81. Feel free to send messages. You can follow me on Facebook at DZIFA MALLET, DZIFA MALLET, MALLET. Feel free to send messages. I need as much encouragement as I can get, and I love feedback and constructive criticism. My feelings don't get hurt. I'm trying to get better. I don't want to look crazy up on there, so y'all can always let me know what you did like, what you think I can work on, and stuff like that. So I appreciate all the support, and I'm grateful. My next project will be, it's going to be called Life. It's going to be a 6 to 8 episodes college series. It's going to be extremely rated R. I'm finna give people what they want.
Oh, he going to the opposite of what he just did.
Yeah. I'm finna give. It ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be no shoot 'em up, bang bang. But we finna give them the other thing that people come to Tubi for. So we gonna give y'all what y'all looking for. Well, also it's a dramedy. It's a college series about 2 male best friends and 2 female best friends that end up in a college co-ed dorm situation. And yeah, that's all I'll say about that. And then I also have my second feature film that I'm currently writing called For What It's Worth. I can't tell y'all yet. I can't tell y'all yet until I make that final draft, but it's something that's way different. It's something different, but it's gonna be another drama that's, it's gonna pull them heartstrings again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm planning on releasing that one in 2026.
Okay,
So,
I mean, I I needed somebody to fill in that role. I called you. I had seen you work on Facebook or whatever. You showed up for me. I want to make sure I get your exposure. Y'all go see The Remedy to My Broken Heart.
Let him say the name, but
Am I saying it wrong?
yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. It's The Remedy for a Broken Heart.
Not My Broken Heart?
Nah.
Say it again.
The remedy for a broken heart.
Okay, you sure right. But yeah, bro, we appreciate it. Keep making them films, knocking them out, and get this series. You know what I mean? And maybe next year, 2025, we have you come back and talk about what you got. But definitely go support and keep doing what you do. We appreciate you.
I love how you got your own thing going on. I love your energy. And just keep doing you. Like, just keep doing you, because I'm excited to see how far you take it. I love to see how you transitioning and doing different things. You never know what to expect from you. I like people like that. I'm like that. So I'm excited. And just keep doing you, and congrats on everything.
Thank you.
Thanks, DZIFA.
I appreciate y'all.
All right. Indie Lens, we out.